Our national songs were written by various composers, both local and foreign. Some of whom were working for advertising agencies contracted by the government. Can I confirm that the government holds the exclusive copyright to the music and lyrics for all our national songs, such that none of these composers or advertising agencies can claim ownership, whether now or in the future? And secondly, if the government holds this exclusive copyright, do groups and individuals need to seek permission from the government to perform the copyrighted work publicly, whether in Singapore or overseas?
The answer to Mr. Giam's second question is yes. Permission will be sought or needs to be sought, and the legal ambit and regulations that govern this will be set out in the Copyright Act, as with any other ownership of copyright. As for Mr. Giam's first question, most of the songs which were written by third parties, the copyright is with the government. There are some other arrangements where the copyright in the composer and the lyricist might be different, but in all such situations, it's either owned by the government or managed by the government, and to that extent, permission would be sought before any third party uses or performs these songs on any other platform. To Mr. Gerald Giam's question on whether the government regularly checks for possible infringements of our symbols, the Ministry monitors reports on the use of the national songs and symbols by the media, does online censing, and also takes public feedback. Our symbols have generally been treated with respect and dignity. There have been rare cases of flag burning, which usually involve other forms of misconduct and were dealt with swiftly under the appropriate regulations in the Penal Code. Mr. Giam may be aware that MCCY first announced in September 2020 that it had initiated a review of the rules governing the national symbols. We're also looking into whether there's a need to enhance IP protection for our symbols. Honoring and respecting our symbols, however, is not something that is achieved only by legal regimes or protecting copyright. We must also cultivate and sustain a strong connection and respect that Singaporeans feel for symbols and songs. All of us have a part to play in upholding our symbols and passing them down to future generations. And to that end, MCCY has convened a citizens' work group on our national symbols to seek the public's feedback and views on this review, because these symbols indeed belong to all of us. I would like to take the opportunity to thank Singaporeans who have invested their time and energy to participate in the work group, as well as those who have responded to the survey online, responded to our survey on our national symbols.